What up, y'all? It's your boy Sue, back with another video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, man, let's talk about it. All right, so it was a big fuss over the weekend while SHEDUER was drafted so low, and we got two people that's going to tell us what really happened and what's really speculation going on. The first is up is Boomer Esiason. Used to play, I believe, a quarterback. He used to play quarterback for NFL. He said that there's rumblings that he heard. He talked to a couple people inside that they took SHEDUER off the board. They took SHEDUER off the board. He was on there to go get drafted high up. I don't know if his first, second round, and they took him off the board because of certain things. Let's look at it.
They took him off, and they took him off because the owner said take him off. I don't want that guy. Shedeur Sanders just torpedoed himself. His attitude off the field at the combine, his dad didn't help him either. You know, he was on podcast talking about this is my son. If I can get him to where I want to get him to, I'm going to do that. But, you know, when you listen to this kid talk right prior or at the combine about if you want a new culture in your locker room, I'm the guy to do that. I can turn it around. I mean, he's very high on himself. And I think he was very off-putting to many coaches and general managers in the league. And I'm telling you right now, and I know this after talking to 3 different personnel people in the NFL this weekend. They didn't even have him on their board. They took him off. And they took him off because the owner said take him off. I don't want that guy. I don't want this entitled person on our team. And I don't blame him.
All right, y'all. Y'all seen it? Y'all heard it. Y'all seen it? Y'all heard it. Hey, that's kind of crazy. Somebody in the chat yesterday actually said this. I didn't know if it was true or not. Now it's confirmed. I seen the video. You see the clip. That's crazy right there. That's crazy right there. Really, bruh? Well, you know, he said he wanted to go to a certain team, and you know he can if you want to change the culture, draft me. That's too much entitlement, and then you know stuff that come with Deion and all that, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that, bro. Hey, Boomer, ain't nobody trying to hear all that, bro. And I believe you play for the Bengals if my memory is correct. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that, bro. And you said you agree with it. Boomer Esiason, you said you agree with it. Bro, come on. Ain't no way you agree with that. They took him off the board because, you know, the way he is, and he said if you want to draft me, you change the culture, draft me, and this and that, and you know, Deion and this. Bro, you are a ex-pro quarterback, and you go pretend that in your era there wasn't people who had confidence like SHEDUER. You gonna pretend, right? You finna pretend like there was not players in your era have the same confidence and aura as SHEDUER. So you gonna get on camera. You're gonna go on this show, right? This podcast, whatever you want to call it. And you gonna pretend that in your era, there wasn't people who could just galvanize a team. And they walk with it and they talk with it. So you gonna pretend, Boomer Esiason, that in your era there was not players like that. See, that's what I'm talking. This is why I draw the line. Y'all are coming out here wilding out, bro. Y'all are coming out here pretending like you didn't play or your era didn't have players like Deion and his son. Come on, man. I just don't agree with this. I can't believe you said you agree. Anyway, y'all, let's get to the clip where RG3 backs this up. RG3 backs it up. Let's get to the clip. We'll be right back.
That is why, well, Archie Manning said that Eli Manning was not going to go to San Diego. He knew if I got him in New York, it'll be the best situation for my son. And nobody treated Eli the way that they're treating Shedeur Sanders. Mm-hmm. And Shedeur Sanders didn't even say he wouldn't go somewhere. So for me, we should not be punishing black fatherhood for them being in their children's lives, having an impact on their lives, because we don't punish white fatherhood for the same exact thing. You gotta give him a chance. And you gotta not punish him because you're afraid of the spotlight that Deion and SHEDUER bring to the table.
Boom, there you go. There you go. So, we were right. We were right, guys. That's 2 people who talked to people behind the scenes and came to the conclusion that we were right. The NFL did do this. The NFL did do this. The general managers did do this. So we were right, guys. We were right. Because we knew it was something wrong. All the people that said, hey, you know, you don't know. It's just because he's not that good. He ain't that good. And it's his attitude. No. What it was is the GMs is scared that this young man is so confident that he can turn your goddamn program around. Not only that he got his daddy right by his side. Hey, what's up, baby? We here. The Sanders is here, and they can't stand it. That the Sanders can be more popular than everybody on the goddamn staff and on the goddamn team. They can't stand it. They never seen that before. Coming right in. There's a player that's more popular than everybody in the damn building. They can't stand it. And the daddy's right there. It makes it even more pandemonium when the daddy, who's so popular, and their son's so popular as a team, they can't stand it. And they just, no, we don't want that. We don't want it. We don't want Deion to come in here and switch and move around everything. And Deion ain't finna do nothing. He just riding with his son. He just riding with his son. That's it. What's the problem? Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all really took him off y'all board because y'all was scared that it might go wrong and Deion might take your place, and then you owe so much entitlement. What's wrong with being confident? His daddy was confident and he won. You don't think his son is proven to be confident and win? Why you can't say, you know what? No, we scared. I knew it. We knew they all came together and did it. We knew it. We knew it, man. And then Chris Carter gonna get his bootlicking stuff talking about the NFL GMs would never do that. But we got two people who said they talked to people behind the scenes that's in the know, that's in the circles, and said they did do that. Chris Carter, they didn't do that. And Shedeur did everything wrong. Shut your ass up, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about NFL really conspired against the Sanders. They really did. Now the truth is out. Boomer Esiason and RG3, they talked to people that's behind the scenes that work in the circles, and they did. They came together and they took them off the board for stuff that don't even make sense. Well, his daddy, and he's so entitled, he gonna change the culture around, and Deion might take the job. All bull crap. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. It's your boy Sue. Deion Sanders. I ain't hard to find. Peace.